Afternoon, everybody. This is Anthony from Amped Airsoft, and this is Asked Amped episode
This is 9.
9. Yeah.
9.
Oh, we're almost on double digits.
Yes, we got it's Anthony. I'm Robbie. That's Mario, a first timer out here, and I didn't mention you yet, Dan. Settle down.
I jumped the gun. Okay.
And Daniel.
And then Dan, who was actually requested by one of you in the questions, so I listened. I care.
We brought him.
Brought Dan out.
So the deal is, you guys submit your questions via YouTube and Google Plus down below, or on Facebook whenever I make the post of the video, and we keep them in the bucket till we answer them. So please, I know some of you guys are pretty young. Stop doing doubles.
Yeah, the doubles mess with
The
me.
doubles are not fun, but thank you either way, and we appreciate it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get going.
So I guess I will start.
We'll just go down the line. Mr.
Okay.
Bauer.
Mr. Bauer. I was recently thinking about dropping an HPA system into my M4. I was looking at getting a Polar Star, but they are a little bit out of my price range. Is the Wolverine SMP any good? I have seen a lot of mixed feelings about it, so if you could share your input about it, that would be great. Thanks, and keep up the great work. What I will say,
I like it.
we've done some testing. We haven't really done enough to form a strong. We can't talk as strongly about it as we can with the Polar Star, because we've been using the Polar Star system for years. So when it comes to talking about the SMP, from what we've seen, we like it a lot. Works really well. Like I said, it's nice and simple. It has that big industrial solenoid on it that you can get a lot easier than you can with the Polar Star solenoid.
It's really efficient.
It's very efficient. I'm actually going to be doing an efficiency test sometime in the near future. So that's something to look out for. So there's a lot to come on that. We're working on it. But I'd say honestly, if it's between the two, if you don't have enough for a fusion engine, might as well get the SMP and just try it out. We haven't,
I like it. I think it's cool. I think the Star's fusion engine's cool. I think they fit different niches in that same area of expertise, though. I think the SMP's great for a saw or anything that you're going to dump lots of rounds through, because I think it's stock without any additions. It's way more efficient than a stock fusion engine. I like it. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah. What do you guys think?
I've used the Wolverine SMP once. That was at Steel City.
Mm-hmm.
I had no problems with it. There's a couple little things here and there, but nothing that can't be fixed. But other than that, I'd say go for it, definitely.
I haven't gotten to play around with them too much, but here and there from what I've seen, and even as Dan said down at Steel City, played around with it. Nothing really to complain about at all, so.
All right, let's see here. What do we got? We got Supper Cooper. Hey guys, I've been playing Airsoft for about 5 years now, but I'm still running a G&G Raider. I'm looking to upgrade and was wondering if you guys had any suggestions for my second gun for use as a primary and also for CQB. Let's see here. I like the new Crytek's a lot. That was actually like, I wish we could have done a video this week about how awesome they were, but we sold them all, so we have to wait until we get another one in before we can do an actual review video of it. They shoot great, they're awesome. I like the Crytek. Those are mid 300s up to 5 if you get the Shrike. I like VFCs. I like VFCs a lot.
VFCs are always good. GMPs are nice.
GMPs are very nice. I love combat machines though too. I mean, for the price point, they're excellent, and there's a great starting point. You can upgrade your combat machine.
He asked about upgrading, and then he asked about a second gun. Honestly, if you upgrade your combat machine, you might not need a second gun.
Yeah.
You can shoot sub 350 feet per second, and still get a lot of range out of it without losing.
FPS does not equal range. So
the only thing that's going to maybe hurt you is if you're playing in the woods, you might not be able to cut through your brush as easy as a gun shooting closer to 400. But that's the only thing you're really going to have to worry about.
That's it.
Best bet.
Those are my brands though.
Best bet we up front usually recommend to the guys who want to put some upgrades into their combat machine and all that is probably going to be just do a barrel build in it and just see where it goes from there. Most of the time, that's probably going to be the best thing you can do for it, and that'll actually get you up to probably what you want. So that'd be like the pro and hop, the promi bucking, and the.
I think I accidentally dropped that question.
That's okay. All right, Mario, pick one.
Okay,
no, I got it. We're good.
All right, moving on.
Pass it down.
That is going to be. Okay, Ninja Turtle 1980. You guys.
Gordo!
What's up, man? You guys are one of the most knowledgeable people on Airsoft HPA systems. I'm thinking about modifying an EGLM launcher tap for HPA. I'd like to fix an S-Thunder type grenade shell on the EGLM and replace the original valve with an 1/8 inch HPA fitting. Is this doable? I also know that in order to reset the S-Thunder shell, I'd have to cut off the air supply.
I'm still hungry.
Is there a valve that I could modify to work with the EGLM trigger so that the air supply is shut off when the trigger is pulled and turn on when the trigger is released? Or do you have a better idea? Thanks. Well, I'm going to hand that to
that's a really cool idea. It's probably very possible, but I'm going to suggest a much simpler option. There is a under barrel mounted 203 type launcher that's semi-automatic It's HPA powered. It's from, I believe, Havoc Paintball.
Yes, it's Havoc. It's a Havoc launcher.
It's a Havoc launcher. It's great. I've used one of those before with my team from Ohio, and it just wrecks wholesale house. It's semi-auto, so literally you just release the trigger, wait like 2 seconds, pull the trigger again.
Yeah.
It's that fast.
The problem with HPA tapping in 203 is that since the grenade works independently, the only thing the launcher does is that you pull the trigger and it just depresses the valve on the grenade. So getting that HPA tap is going to be very difficult when the grenade launcher is closed. I can't really think of any way you could really do it.
You'd have to reset it each time.
If there's going to be an HPA line going into it, there's no real way you could get it in there with it being connected to the grenade at the same time. It'd be more trouble than it'd be worth, in my opinion.
I'd look for a Havoc launcher, or you could build a custom launcher like what our shipping guy Eric's done with what do you use, sprinkler valves?
Yeah,
that thing's semi-auto too.
It's an open source
launcher. But the Havoc launcher you can get with a rail mount and barrel mounted to a gun. That's what I would suggest personally.
That's the way to go. All right,
do it.
Alright. Bacon can fly product.
Nice name.
Love bacon. What is the best hop-up setup for outdoor? I'm currently using a Maple Leaf 70 bucking with a flat hop nub and a Pro end paired with a Prometheus Delta Strike. This setup has been okay, but nothing spectacular, and that's what I want to say. Stay classy.
Stay classy.
That's right.
Actually, most of that is pretty good from my experience. The Pro end, I love the Pro ends all the way. Prometheus purple buckings, I like those. Love flat hopping.
He had a Maple Leaf in there.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not a fan.
From my
Not a
experience,
fan,
every gun I've ever done, the Prometheus purple bucking still outshoot the Maple Leafs. That's just what we've seen. That's opinion, you know. The Delta Strikes, we've messed around with. They shot good in the guns they shot in, but they seem to be a little picky. It seems like if your nozzle alignment's not perfect, you have issues.
They have issues with that, and the other thing is do not use the blue bucking that comes with it. It's too stiff. It's not good.
Well, actually, what happens, the blue bucking, the skirt on the bucking is too long. If you trim it down, it can be okay, but we usually just recommend just getting rid of it. The skirt on the bucking is the piece that the air nozzle makes an air seal with. It's about
a little dimple at the bottom.
It's about half millimeter to a millimeter longer than a standard AEG bucking, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when your nozzle's pressing into that, it can fold the bucking in on itself, which can jam and just cause all kinds of problems. So,
yeah, I mean that whole setup sounds fine to me. I would get rid of the Maple Leaf personally.
Maybe I don't know what BBs you're using, but that's
use better BBs maybe.
It just but
the Delta Strike I've seen in Kurt's gun works fine.
Yeah, works good.
Works good. So I don't know. That's your call, man.
All depends. Like I said, the only thing I would swap out personally is maybe drop a new bucking. But the Delta Strike barrel, I mean, if it shoots, then it should shoot well. So
Rami heavy BBs.
Press it back down.
Ooh, do it.
All right, we're gonna try to get through
as many as we can.
As many as we can, because we actually got through all of them last week, or most of them. All in. Found this episode very entertaining. Keep up the great work, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So, put that in there.
Answer another one. Go for it.
Aaron Evan, if I use butane in a GBB gun, will it die?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, what is butane's compound even? What exactly is it?
Butane is a more it exists more in a liquid form.
Yeah, and they
use in lighters, right?
Yeah, they use them mostly for lighters.
Don't do that. We'll just stick with that.
Best.
Don't do that.
I mean, I guess it will.
Use what it says your guns.
Yeah,
not recommended.
I would not use what it says to use in the owner manual of the replica that you're using. Don't, unless you're incredibly experienced and you have really good health insurance, don't really stray too far from what all the other people have already tried. That would be my recommendation.
Butane's made in products to burn. That's, I wouldn't recommend
Muy en fuego.
it.
All right. Aiden Rubert. Hey Amped, I love the channel. Thank you. How big of an improvement is Red Plus nozzle over the regular red nozzle? Much love from SoCal. Keep it up, guys. By the way, put a chocolate chip cookie inside an Oreo. All right, that sounds amazing, first of all. Red Plus over a red nozzle, it's a difference, but I don't really recommend it in too many people's setups, because if you want your Polar Star to be more flexible, you're gonna wanna stick with a red, because if you're like me, I have one gun that I use for almost everything. There's a B, sorry. But you have one gun that you use for everything. You want to use the red so you can tune it down to get into CQB places, but yet also have it high enough to where you're competitive outside.
Absolutely.
So is the Red Plus necessary? I don't ever believe so, but the difference in them is marginal. I'd say it's like what, 50 to 100 FPS, I think.
No, not that.
even?
It's not. I don't honestly.
even?
I've had less than 50 feet per second from the red nozzle. It's gun specific, but it's not the same level as going from like
Blue to a red. Yeah.
It's not the same
It's
level.
like a percentage.
It's not the same level as going from a silver to a red or going from a blue to a black. The hole doesn't seem to increase that much, and the reason it's like that is because the internal diameter on the poppet valve is only, I think it's 20.
It's fixed.
It's a certain amount, and you can't go if you going bigger than the internal diameter on the poppet valve doesn't help at all, because you can only have so much
That was
air.
my next point.
So
there you go. You stole it from me though.
Sorry.
That's fine. I'm okay about it.
Okay.
Let's keep eating snacks while we're doing this. Hey, you want some dried strawberries?
And that's not even a question.
Hey, well,
Yeah, well, what? You're already getting voted off the island. Seriously, you answer all of them.
you just
That
lost the
is-
guy's question.
That is going to be Zach Aiden, and he says thanks for the answer, which you're welcome.
You're
That's our
welcome.
job.
Don't be an asshole.
Okay.
He's on here one time and he thinks he can like outvote people's questions.
Okay.
Incorrect.
Incorrect, sir.
Ryan Bauer, yes, you all pronounced my name right.
Yay!
By the way, editing is amazing, and you're all getting more helpful every video. Keep up the amazing work. Well, thank
you, Ryan.
We strive for the best.
Thank you, sir.
I missed lunch, so I'm sorry.
He's on edge.
Alrighty, this is from Jonathan Deal. Hey Amped, I am looking for a full metal M4 for CQB that's pretty short and doesn't have many proprietary parts, and would like to spend $250. Thanks for any response. Keep up the awesome videos. I would have to say the G&G Top Techs, those are full metal. I believe they're pretty good, and they're about your price range as well.
They're basically the next step up in line from the G&G, like what would be the combat machines and all that. Basically with them, you get a more beefed up gearbox in them, as well as you get a full metal body.
I thought the Top Techs were more expensive than that.
They are.
Yeah.
They're in the same price range as a VFC, and personally, I would take a VFC over a Top Tech.
Yeah, so that jump, you're in a
weird spot.
Yeah, it's a weird spot.
Here's the thing. So like your lowest end combat machine is going to float right around $150. Your highest end combat machine is going to float around 200, maybe a little more. And then you have a gap that falls into the mid 200 range for most guns, where they just don't exist in a full metal M4 until you hit about the 300 to high 200 range, somewhere in there. And that's when you start hitting like the low end VFCs, which when I say low end, they're just not as Gucci looking. They all have the same internals. They just like, you'd have a Commando versus like a Mark 18.
Oh my god.
Personally, I would stick with the, my current favorites right now for AEGs are VFC. I love the Crytek. Those are where I would go. Yeah, and I would save up a little more and get a really nice high quality gun, especially with something that's Tokyo Marui compatible for parts, hop-ups, and everything. So I would do that.
Okay.
I like the Crytek a lot. That's $325. CRB is.
I swear I picked these back to back, so I guess I'll start with the first one I took. They're all about me, so.
Oh.
I know. Matt Legler, happy belated birthday, Robbie. Thank you. What college are you attending? I am going to Robert Morris University for business in the fall. That's where I will be going. Airsoft Sea Raiders. Aiden will get you. Robbie, it's okay that you're in the guy. Society says we have to accept you now.
Yes! Thank you.
All right.
It's okay.
First off, happy birthday, Robbie, or belated birthday from DJ Torrance. My question is, how do you guys feel about laser PEQs? You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work. Lasers are cool. Honestly, though,
when they're situational appropriate.
People ask me if it's between a laser and a flashlight, I choose a flashlight all the time.
All the time.
Cool thing about the problem with lasers is that they don't work. They don't work as an illumination tool. First off, so if you're in the dark, they really don't serve a purpose unless you have a flashlight with it. They're more of an aim assist, and honestly, as an aim assist, unless you have them sighted in 100%, you can't rely on them all the time. Especially if you're tilting your gun around because the hop takes off. I use it for night when you have night vision and your gun's a blob because you're focused far out. It's nice because it gives you some sort of idea where your BBs are going to go. But as an actual laser during the daytime or nighttime as an aiming assist, I'm not a huge fan. I don't really use them unless I'm using
flashlights first. Flashlights first. Flashlights first.
Flashlights are nice. They actually illuminate BBs too. So if you have a BB stream going and you hit your light, it'll light the back of the BB, and then you'll see where they're going. So
military training, flashlights.
Yeah, they're much more useful.
Much more important. Are they cool? Yes. I'm not gonna say they're not cool. If I had night vision and I had an IR laser one, would I use it? Probably.
Yeah.
but I would not outvote rail space devoted to a really good, solid, high lumen, momentary on flashlight and give it up to a PEQ box, personally. Just especially if you don't have nods or any kind of tools that would facilitate you needing an IR laser, I would just skip it. Unless you just love the way it looks, because lasers are fun, and I've always been, since a kid, always wanted a lightsaber. So, what do we got? Let's see here. Chris Rosendale, I'll bring you guys cookies next time I'm at the shop.
Man, that's awesome. Sweet. Thank you.
I work downstairs. Just walk past them and bring them to me first.
I'll be up front.
You can drop them up top. It's okay.
Yeah. Well,
you can eat a bag of dicks.
I'll eat the cookies instead. Though. It's okay. I'll save you the crumbs.
So I'm gonna read another one.
I'm gonna save the oatmeal ones for you.
I'm cool with that.
I like oatmeal. I'll take.
I got you a discount. What did these guys do for you?
I sell you your stuff.
Serve you every day.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All I hear is bullshit. That's all I hear.
there's gonna be a lot of epic mealtime bird crowds this time.
I should just make that noise whenever I talk. Jackson Duncan. That way people just assume I'm swearing. I'm too cheap to buy another nozzle, and I bored out my other blue nozzle, and it doesn't seem to work very well. I'll send pics to Robbie on Facebook.
I don't think you've sent me pictures yet.
I don't think so either. Generally, I'm the one that, unless you're sending it to Robbie's personal Facebook, which I wouldn't do.
I think, yeah.
Well, it's kind of a professionalism
It's
thing.
okay. Yeah,
I'd ask permission first.
yeah. We prefer, like, I answer. I don't know if you
Send
guys
it
want
to
to watch
me.
it. A lot of you guys will. I think he gets them too, but I get a lot of personal messages on my Facebook, which is cool. But I mean, if it's something like that, it's all right. But if it's anything like related to the shop or paying for something or anything payment related, especially
When things ship,
go through AMPS. So
come talk to me, because I will set you straight. I'm here for you. That's what I do.
Opinions, though, I don't mind getting them on my personal Facebook if you're friends with me. Like, it doesn't bother me at all.
I don't, but there does with some people become a point.
Yeah.
Some people do hit a limit somewhere where I'm like, dude, you gotta stop.
Remember
Please.
the dried strawberry?
Yes, you can have those dried strawberries. They're delicious.
All right. Up next.
Although I do love you guys. Thank you for keeping me paid. Because without you, I don't have a paycheck. Thank you.
Okay, Anthony Durbin asks, Xampt ever sponsored a team? If so, how can my team get a sponsorship? P.S. We are located in Avella, PA, so we are relatively close.
All right, so I have to answer this question all the time. I'm just going to take it.
Snatch it.
We do not do typical sponsorship like what you guys are used to seeing from, say, like Level Cap or Jet the Desert Fox or stuff like that. Those larger companies just hand them free stuff. They do favorable reviews on it, and then they send it back, and that's just what it is. Like, we can't afford to do that. We do not make enough money. So if you guys spend a lot of money as a group, especially with us, we will keep giving you more and more of a discount, and all of you will add up to the same account. So like if he spends $10, that'll chip in towards the $1,000 that he spent, so that both of them get a slightly higher percentage of discount as they go. We can't really afford to be giving out free stuff, just as the nature of how small we are. I mean, we look like we're bigger than we are. We really do.
Very true.
There's only like 15 of us that work at the shop. There's not like 200 of us.
We're spread pretty thin, too.
So between Robbie and myself, and now Matt, that's all of the Instagram, all of the social media, all of the Facebook, all of the website, all of the YouTube. That's all of it. Like that. There's only 3 guys that do all the stuff that you see from us. There's only like 5 or 6 guys that work upstairs. There's only one dude who takes care of all of your shipping. If you buy a Polar Star air rig from us, there's only one guy who builds all of the air rigs for the hundreds and hundreds of orders that we get a week. There's only one guy who does it. So like, you know, we would love to be able to hand free stuff to you, but we just can't do it. So what we can offer you is discounts on stuff that you need so that you can get out and play, because that's more important than us than getting free cheap reviews on YouTube. It's more important that you guys get what you need versus us handing out free stuff that some airsoft personality can say is great, and then when you buy it, it sucks. Sorry, that's just the honest truth.
Not being me, it's just
not being mean. I wish I could. So, but you can apply for a team discount by emailing sales@ampedairsoft.com. You're gonna talk to either Saffron or Kurt or John or maybe myself on a rare occasion, but we are the guys that you'd be talking to get that stuff square. So sales@ampedairsoft.com. Have a list of all the people that are on your team with their contact information, their emails. They all need to have accounts with our website.
Yep.
And then you should be good to go from there. And it'll start adding up and you'll start saving money.
All right, next one.
Do it.
Alrighty.
Sorry, that was wordy, but I just had to like air it out.
That's good. Good answer.
Alright, this is from Jason R. Swag, hashtag swag.
Oh, good way to start it.
I will totally wear banana yellow pants for
That's right.
Klondike bar.
Keep it rolling. Yeah,
Alrighty.
That's good.
And,
That's good.
and I will ship you cookies. You just need to eat them all and record your reactions. Anthony will get the spoiled ones.
Why am I getting picked on?
Deal?
Because I'm the
I'm all for
responsible
this.
one.
Yes.
Out of all of you, I'm the one that herds all these dudes.
Rebel. Be a rebel. Good
Yeah,
job.
I see how
I'm
that
good with
shines.
that.
That's
I'll
awesome.
be waiting for him at the shop when they hit the front door.
Make sure there's some oatmeal raisin in there too.
Pass,
Dan and I
pass
get
it
first
down.
dibs.
Yeah, first.
Let's do this.
Well,
okay,
technically I
guys.
had to get first.
Well, if they
before I
ship it
unpack
to
all.
us, guess what?
I unpack it
Negative.
Yeah, you won't see it. It'll go straight downstairs.
I unpack it.
Aaron Evan, I'm gonna pull another one. Aaron Evan says, have Paul on the show. I actually asked him, he said no.
He said no today.
Here's your answer. Next question. Elite Airsoft PA, do you guys only do stuff with Polar Stars? If not, I need a new motor and gearbox from AAK and Masada and don't know what to get. It needs to be wired to the front. No, we do a ton of stuff.
We do a ton of stuff with AEGs.
We only started doing Polar Star when they came out. Before that, for years, we did AEG
AEGs,
stuff.
man.
So we still do
We
it.
sell hundreds of them all the time.
I know.
We
It's-
work on them. We have a huge tech department that, well,
Trying to
when I
answer-
say huge, it's huge for us.
Like, yeah, 3 people.
There's like 3 people. But they do a lot of work. So, yeah, easiest thing would be to contact us. We might be able to sell you a whole VFC gearbox.
Yeah,
for
the
cheap.
VFCs are nice. We have the whole, because what we do is we do the Polar Star builds for the VFCs. So we just take the gearboxes, motor out, and bag them, and throw them under the table.
desk.
Now, if you're just looking for general opinions, the GMP full gearbox motor sets are a little nice. They're going to be a little more expensive than the VFCs, but they're nice. It's a nice GMP.
They're very, very nice.
M120 high-speed motor. It'll rip pretty good.
That
Typically,
was
they
mine
shoot
after a
close
long
to
time.
400.
Yep. Love
Since
that
it's an A&K, it's all standard V2 stuff, so it should drop right in. Wired to the front, like I said, even both the VFCs and the GMPs both have versions where they can be wired to the front or back. It's all up to you on which one you want. So we can get it. I'd say call the shop maybe sometime and talk to one of the techs or one of the front guys about it.
We got you.
So,
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Uh-oh, I'm upside down. Baron Young. I don't recommend coming to
here it is.
Cali.
I was wondering
Everyone
which
here
one
is
it
a
is.
speed softer who wears a Dye I4 paint mask and has a DSG or P-Star. But SC Village is pretty awesome. I was saying I wanted to go to SC Village, so that's awesome.
we love you all equally.
Just because I don't play a certain way doesn't mean I don't like it. It just means that I don't play that way. So if
Now,
you're into something,
regardless,
you're
I
into
don't,
something.
I don't care how you play it, but I think putting like 100 rounds into each person at 70 rounds.
I do think that is kind of a dick
awful.
move.
And I don't care who you are. You have no excuse other than you're trying to look cool when you shoot.
Regardless,
when you shoot
too.
someone 1,000 times. So.
Regardless, too, those dye masks are the greatest thing.
This
that
guy
have
wears a
ever
dye mask to
come-
Milsim events. People
I
give him
do,
weird
and I am
looks.
proud. You know why? Because that is the greatest thing that has ever come
They're
to the
super
airsoft
nice.
market. I love my dye mask. I will not give that up for the world.
They're nice. He has the i3, the i4. I do like the i4.
Someone's trying to get a job at Dye, aren't they?
Try. No, I love this place too much. No, those dye masks are fantastic, though. I wouldn't.
They're
give
good.
my
They're probably the
i3
best
up for
full-face
anything.
They are. I would agree with that. Actually, they are super. I'm just way too expensive for me. I can't buy them.
I got mine as a test, but
I got like Gucci things to buy.
Yeah, we
NEPA Airsoft asks, the Wolverine SMP engine seems to be easy to install. I had a teammate drop it in an MP5 and an M4 without too much issue. What AEG would not work in it or be a bear to install it in?
Anything they don't make a nozzle that's long enough for it or a special size nozzle. So
Yes.
you're looking at like at most SR25s, stuff that has weird custom link nozzles. Really, that's about
I
it.
apologize if that bee just got in the frame. He's kind of just.
He likes our mic.
It's fuzzy.
Anyway.
It probably smells like Doritos.
Yeah.
An MLG. but,
Mountain Dew.
Sorry. Sorry, guys.
But anything that has a custom link nozzle, because other than that, it should just drop in and just go. Also stuff that has a special, because it has a trigger board that's either for a V3 or an M4. So stuff that has a weird shaped mech box at the bottom for where the trigger goes, because it has to use your gearbox trigger. That could also be an issue, so some weird things like that. But
Also, anything with an offset nozzle,
Offset nozzle.
like an M14, for example, because the nozzle sits offset on the cylinder, that would probably be a no-go.
yeah, probably.
I'd imagine, until they figure it out.
Until they figure it out.
I'm sure they will. But all right, next
I can't
question.
really think of too much more out of that one.
All right, Dan.
Answer that ish.
Caleb Sheets, what do you think about speed softening? like SYG,
You're the one guy just tore it apart. I don't mind it.
Just refer to previous question. I guess.
I don't mind it.
It's okay, just as long as you're being as long as
you're being respectful to everyone else. I don't mind it. That's what you're into, man.
It's fun. I mean, that's
like I said though, shooting someone for 3 seconds straight at 50 RPS, no bueno for me. That's not cool.
That's not cool at all.
Not cool. I don't care if not calling hits isn't an excuse for that. That's like not.
That's very irresponsible.
Yeah. So, Owen Canas, can a fusion engine fit in a Gen 1 KWA? No. SR7 because can, but anyway. Because I am planning.
We will explain.
Because I am planning to get your player package and I don't know if it will fit. Any help would be appreciated.
I've owned a bunch of KWA products, and I'm going to be real honest with you. The KWA has a split hop up, and it has a kind of slightly non-standard shaped gearbox. A fusion engine will take a lot of work to get it to fit into the body, and then if you do not modify the body at all and you stick with the KWA hop up, you're going to get substandard results because the KWA 2-piece hop up is not going to be able to withstand the outputs that the fusion engine will give it, and so you're just not going to see any performance gain. I would suggest using any kind of gun that uses a standard Marui style build. So the standard looking hop up, standard looking gearbox, because VFCs, GMPs especially, I'm a big fan of both of those. Combat machines, if you want to save some money, you can save a ton of money by just putting it in a combat machine, and that'll all fit just perfect. Like it all just fits in. There's only like tiny little things you got to do.
It's understandable, you already have the gun, so
you already want it.
But honestly,
or you're like attached to it, because I really wanted to put it in my KWA.
If I was you, I'd either leave it in AEG or sell it to make room for a new gun. It's going to be a lot less trouble in the long run.
Yeah.
So,
Very sad, Panda.
Also, the resale values on the KWA Polar Stars are not as high as they would be on other brands.
Because people know that
it's not, the same. So.
They know it's not the same.
Another long paragraph here.
Scott P.K. Brooks. What is the best gram BB for my VFC P-Star 416? It is completely stocked with a wide bore. I do play mostly outdoor fields in Texas, so it can get pretty windy. Also, I know I'm asking 2 questions in the same comment. What PMAG, Star EMAGs, PTS, Magpul, K120s, whatever else you can think of will work in a 416? And if they won't, what mods need to be done? So, first step. If you're running a wide bore barrel on a stock nozzle, you might want to get a red nozzle. I'm just suggesting that as a side issue to your question. What weight BBs should you use? As heavy as you can find. 3s and up if you're playing outside. I highly recommend it. You just chrono at your field appropriate joules, but you use as heavy gram BBs as you can get a hold of.
Very true.
So 3s, 3.2s, so like BioVol, Elite Force, 4s if you can find them. I'm not a big fan of the gray that the Vulcan has because they're hard to see, but they'll fly really well if you can track them. Let's see here, what else we got? Oh, the P-Star thing, the mag thing. So polymer mags, the 416 has a flat mag well. I think we covered this in our, which we'll probably link it down in the doobly-doo. But we discussed it in the IAR video because European mag wells are flat and sharp edged. They do not allow as many types of mags in them as, say, a AR from America does. America. So that being said, you're gonna have to do some modification to the mags. Now you can file the front of the mags down to get them to fit. You can wait for the new PTS mags, because the new PTS mags are cut specifically for 416, because that's the new swag factory right now. But if you buy any other brands, you're generally going to have to modify them. I've heard about some green label PMags working, and I've heard about some EMags working, but that's iffy at the best. So if you run K120s or Magpul PMags...
Weren't EMags designed with the 416?
Yeah, they were. But the Star, they didn't make a whole lot of them before Magpul and PTS kind of stopped doing that. And then the problem was that the Star EMags are not completely to spec with the regular ones, so they don't really, some of them fit and some of them won't. So
no green label.
No green label.
Let me check something out.
But yeah, red nozzle. I would definitely do that. That's a big deal. But I'd just get cheap Elite Force mags, man. That's all I run anymore because they're cheap. And if I break them or I drop them on the ground,
much crap.
Whatever. They just go away, and I'll buy some more because they're cheap.
All right, coming down to the last few here. Matt Legler asks, what are your thoughts on the SMP? Also, have you heard about Steeltown Paintball branching out into Airsoft? I don't know where Steeltown Paintball is, and I don't even know who they are.
You sound so excited.
Yeah, What are the thoughts on the SMP?
First episode, probably last.
Yeah.
Answer with some authority. Steel Town Paintball, I have not heard of them.
Yeah,
I have not.
I have not. So if they're getting Airsoft stuff in, that's cool. Whatever. That's fine with me.
Might be Steel Town. Might be Pittsburgh.
I assume so because it is Steel Town.
Yeah, it's. Huh.
We'll look it up.
And then what else was about the SMP?
Yeah,
I like it.
think about it.
There you
Yeah,
go. I like it. We haven't got a chance to do a long-term review on it yet because we're still passing it around. So we have a build of a gun in the shop and we're passing it around to everybody, letting everybody play with it. So not all of us have gotten to use it yet. So we're gonna wait till we get a general consensus of what we feel, and we're gonna post a video for you.
Alrighty. It's from Mikey
Hello.
Michaelo 35. Okay, you're smarter than me. Are you guys going to attend Folda Gap 2014 this year?
Folda Gap?
Are we?
Probably not.
Nope.
So much going
That's
on.
in South Carolina.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's South Carolina.
Big game.
I think.
It's
Yeah,
a big
massive
game, dude. There's
game.
like tons of people who go to that. I think they have like a D-Day
Yeah.
assault and stuff. Like,
I mean, I've heard some
I would-
awesome
and
things.
tanks.
About
I think
it.
that's the one with tanks in it too.
Yep. I've heard awesome things, but I don't know.
Probably not. I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest with you.
Airsoft Rush. There we go. Hello to Robbie, and only Robbie, not anyone else, even if you were reading this question, because of Robbie's swagger yellow pants. Keep up the great work on the vids, guys. That's all, thanks. Well,
Apparently I'm not allowed to talk.
yeah, just shut up, guys. Don't even. Well, I hope you appreciate. Now they're gonna have to do the rest of the episode mute. So. All right, no, actually.
All right.
I'll see how long we would go for.
Yeah.
I appreciate the yellow pants. I appreciate the support, though.
From the swag factory.
For everyone that makes fun of me and calls me gay, I get at least one supporter for my yellow pants.
Hey, now, frankly, I did not call you gay, but what I did say was that you were the ambassador to the Banana Republic. That's what I said. Don't take that out of context, because I'm not a
Other
hate
people
monger.
have called me gay.
Well, that's not nice, because
On
that's
the
hate
show.
speech.
On the show, yes.
That's hate speech.
ridiculous. Okay.
You missed.
Maybe I did. I
Fail.
did. No, I did refer.
I'm also good
I
at
did refer to you
sports.
liking dudes. That was funny though.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hey Amped, I recently bought a K2A CQR Mod 2 and I wanted to upgrade it a little and make it a better gun for outdoor play. I also wanted to put a wrist on it. I know you could put a wrist on. I know you could put on the wrist and use a PEC box, but I don't want to do that. So I was wondering if you guys would be able to wire my gun to the rear and then I could just put a crane stock. Yes, we can do that. I was also wondering if you guys could upgrade the internals a little to make it shoot farther and a little more accurate. The KWA CQR is purposely built to shoot sub 350. So the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get a full cylinder instead of because the cylinder has a port cut in the side of it.
You can still rock the ported cylinder. It'd be all right.
You're going to have to probably get a more powerful spring.
Yeah.
Well, because what they do is they use the same spring and everything, and then they just port the cylinder so that it cuts. Yeah, that's what they did for my. Well, that's at least what they did a long time ago with my SR7.
Because typically, I mean, it's all about volume of. I mean, I don't know, but typically with guns, I don't know about the KWAs, but typically with guns, the portal on the cylinders, I mean, it'll affect feet per second a little bit, but it won't be as significant enough to drop it down like 50 or 70 feet per second usually.
That's the way it was in
Just
mine. 'Cause they use the same gun.
different volumes, but anyway.
But either way, if you want to
up
shoot a
to
little
the
further, you're probably going to need to upgrade the spring. All the rest of the internals in the gearbox, I'd leave the same. Don't even worry about it. The hop up in the KWA, I'm not a fan of personally. I do not like the little. I don't know if they still use the tooth buckings.
They do.
They do?
use
So I
the
don't like
W.
that.
Actually, it's funny. They're in the Crytex too.
They're in the
so
Crytex
wink,
too.
Wink, 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 wink.
Not a fan of that, but I don't like those. So personally, I would swap out to a better barrel. I would swap out to a better bucking. Probably just a Promi Purple would be fine. That would probably work just great. You can't change out your hop up.
Unless you want to modify your body
you wanna cut it all up.
and your nozzle, because your nozzle has a little mode on top that aligns it. It's extra fun.
Yep. So
Fun when you have to file that down. Oh yeah, it's good. Good stuff.
It's good stuff. So that's what I would do personally, if that's what you want to do. It's doable, yeah.
KWAs are not the best guns to modify. It's no secret.
They are not. But I'm not going to rip apart his purchase. I'm just
No.
going to tell him
No,
that
no,
as a prior owner of a lot of KWA guns, I learned that whenever you buy a KWA gun, you buy it for a specific purpose out of the box, and then you just stick with it.
Yeah,
so
just
like
run it.
my SR7, purpose built for CQB, that's just the way I ran it. Was just a small, short CQB gun. it had range limitations out of the box because of how low it shot. So, and the hop up. So what I did was I just ran the gun the way it was meant to be run. So if I played outside with it, I had to get up in people's faces to get it to
All
work.
right, we have enough time for one more question.
Yep. Okay, Cole McWayne, I guess. Do a review on the Shadow Ops, and you can pronounce my last name McWayne. Okay.
I think you mean the UTG L96.
Yeah, if you mean the UTG,
There-
when we just got, we sold. So
There are a lot of reviews online of the UTG Shadow Ops.
It's not a gun that we really push.
yeah,
Sniper
we just got the
I
first one.
genuinely dissuade people from buying
Yeah,
sniper rifles. I really do.
Because what you can do with an AEG now, it's
Same.
you can drop what 90 to a few over $100 into it, and it can outshoot that thing any day.
Something to keep in
It's-
mind, you know. Anyway, we have enough time for one.
Yeah.
Pick another
Go
question.
ahead.
I was just going to say that some of those online reviews are kind of dubious, but overall the consensus is pretty much the same. So
This is from Ian Nye. My birthday is coming up. Should I get the Crytek CQB or Polar Star? What are your opinions?
Good
By
question.
the way, what's your PO box? I want to send food to y'all.
Oh, we're triple.
Everybody
up on
loves
food
cookies.
here.
Check our website for the address.
we got it on there.
Oh, I'm
Um,
excited now.
My opinion, Crytek or the Polar Star. I like them both. I mean,
I really like
They
both.
serve two
they're-
different purposes.
Yeah,
I
like
really
that.
like that Crytek. I mean, I've been a Polar Star
That's-
user for years. I really like that Crytek though.
I think
it's so nice.
at that point it really comes down to if you're okay with lugging around a tank or a line, because a lot of
I
people.
mean, the
are,
Polar Star will shoot a little better.
Yeah,
but
yeah, Polar Stars definitely will shoot better. They're a lot more adjustable and versatile. But the line that tank kind of like persuades people to go.
That Crytek shot great though.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it does
Out of the
shoot
box
amazing.
gun.
Out of the box, I think that is one of the best out of the box AGs I have ever seen shoot in my life.
Give that
It
Keymon
shot
style rail.
so well, and it got a cool rail on it. It's
Yeah.
really nice body.
The-
All right.
Everything's super swag
Yep.
on it. I like it. I love my Polar Star. I've been shooting it for years. You can't really go wrong with either. Just pick what you're comfortable with and run with it.
I'm waiting for someone to troll in Polar Star and Crytek.
I was
Yeah,
thinking of
just be
doing it
that
actually.
guy.
Oh, I want to get the LMG, and I'm gonna do it.
Right.
I'm gonna do it.
All right, well, that's all we have time for today. That's a wrap.
So we got
you guys.
Yeah, we got through over. So this is gonna be a little
Robbie.
Rob Dog. My name's gonna be Anthony.
Mario.
My name is Daniel. Not gonna be.
Check us out on
Yeah.
Facebook. Oh, give us a like on Instagram at Airsoft Official.
AmpedAirsoftOfficial.com. Check us out on Facebook, YouTubes as you are doing now. See you guys later, man.
Yep.
a
Thank
good
you
night.
guys.
See ya.
Take it easy.